Hey, welcome back to the Six Figure Mastermind. The question of the day, what is GoDaddy? Stay tuned, I'm gonna tell you about it. GoDaddy. Maybe you've never heard of it before. Maybe you've heard of it and you don't know what it is. So I'm going to break this down for you in very, very easy, simple terms. And we're going to, maybe throw a shout out to Chris Crone because we're going to be talking some real estate terms here, okay? So think of the internet as the world on a blank slate. And each website is a house or a business on the internet, okay? GoDaddy essentially is one of many people or many companies that will allow you to buy property on the internet. Okay, so GoDaddy is a service that hosts what are called domains. And when you think of a domain, think of a piece of land. All right, so a piece of land could be an acre, it could be 25 acres, it could be any different size. And domains are kind of the same thing. Domains are essentially a piece of the internet that you can buy. And you can buy domains that host, 5 gigabytes worth of space. You can buy domains that host a couple terabytes worth of space, meaning that this domain can have a little on it or a lot on it. Now, for the average Joe or Jane, for the average entrepreneur, you don't really need to worry about how much space your domain is taking up, unless you're someone that's like in the photography or videography industry and you're going to have to host a lot of information on your site. Even then, there are some other sites that can do that for you. But here's the difference. So if you want to host a site, let's say you want to host a site like janesartsandcrafts.com. First thing you need to do is go to a domain service provider, and GoDaddy is one of those. And you're going to go to GoDaddy and you're going to type in janesartsandcrafts.com and see if that domain is taken. If it is already taken, typically you will have one of two options. The first option is to just change your website. Either make it .net or .info or even change the wording within the website name itself. The other option you will have is to see if you can purchase the website from the person who already owns it. And remember, we're just talking about the land right now. We're not even talking about the structure or the house or the place of business, okay? So janesartsandcrafts.com, if it already exists, you have the option to buy it. If it doesn't already exist, you have the option to purchase it as it is, okay? So when you do that, you're going to be buying what's called, again, a domain, and think of it as a plot of land. So when you buy janesartsandcrafts.com, you've bought the piece of land that you have your store to sit on. You don't own the store yet. That's a different purchase. All right. So let's say you go to GoDaddy, that it happens to be available, janesartsandcrafts.com. You're going to pay anywhere between $9 and $15 to have that website per year. So it's pretty affordable. Very easy to get that quote unquote land, right? Once you buy the land, then you need to buy the house that goes on the land. And this is the difference between a domain and a website. A domain is the land that the house sits on. The website is the house that sits on the land. Okay, right, Chris? Here we go. So once you go to GoDaddy, you're going to buy the domain. And GoDaddy will either offer to host your website for you, which means you're going to hire GoDaddy as your independent contractor and they will build the house according to your plans. Or you can go to another website like Pixieset or Wix or any other kind of website hosting service and purchase your website there. And it's exactly like real estate, because once you have the land, then you need to pick an architect and a designer and an interior decorator, and that's the exact same thing for your website. So once you buy your domain, don't feel like you have to buy the web hosting service right away. Feel free to shop around. Feel free to check out other web hosting services that may be a better fit for your niche. For example, photographers have this whole set of other website services that may be a perfect fit for their specific niche. Maybe designers have the same thing. Maybe artists have the same thing. Maybe people like Shopify, they have the same thing because you're putting up a store, okay? So depending on your different industry, you're gonna need a different web hosting service after you get your domain. Now, a lot of people will sell both the domain and the web hosting service together. That's okay. Just do some shopping around before you decide on your final pick. So after you've got your domain, you need to buy your house and put that on the domain. So for example, if I went to janesartsandcrafts.com, the domain was purchased, but the house wasn't, and I went there, it would say, this domain is owned by such and such. Feel free to start building if that's you. Okay? If you haven't bought your house yet, that's what you're going to see. When you buy your house, your web hosting service, you're going to start building your website on that domain. And when all is said and done, when people go to janesartsandcrafts.com, they're going to see not the domain host, but they're going to see this beautiful website that you've designed, you've put together, or you've hired someone out to do that. Okay? GoDaddy will do both for you. They have templates, they have wizards, they have stock photos, they've got fonts, everything that you need. Bluehost, you've got Wix. A lot of people do that for you, but GoDaddy is one of the staples because it is so cheap to get a domain for, $15 a year. So when you're thinking about going into business for yourself, you're thinking you want a website, you're thinking you want to put that together, go check out GoDaddy. They've served me really well. I use them. I'm a customer of theirs. You're going to love what you find. Video is useful for you. Can't wait to see all of you sharing your websites on social media. Hit the subscribe button and I'll see you tomorrow.